Dude, did you know you can subscribe to onlywrestlers.com and keep in touch with your favorite wrestlers? The party never has to end.
One of a Kind with Rob Van Dam is recorded in front of a live studio audience.
This week's episode of One of a Kind with RVD is presented by Get Blitzed, and you can get 15% off your order when you head to get-blitz.com and use promo code RVD. Get 15% off.
Here, I'll give you a perfect story. Bam Bam Bigelow freaking getting schooled by Andre the Giant when Bigelow was a little bit too big for his britches. Has anybody told the Taz slap story?
Oh yeah, we talked.
Okay.
Yeah, we talked about
it.
It
was great.
Oh, good stuff, huh?
So needy.
What did you say? We heard different.
Everyone tells it different, though.
Everybody tells it different. What you
No, I wasn't there, but when I tell people, I say I was there. I was at WCW.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I actually was.
You tell people you were there?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Makes for a better story, Rob. Come on.
That's funny.
Jim the Donner.
I do this freaking podcast, and people can't believe there's only one person I buried in a year, and you know who it is.
I do.
3 letters.
Okay. I mean,
got an A.
Still.
Dude, but it wasn't
probably just talking about how it was, right? Like,
yeah, dude, it wasn't just us though.
Yeah,
it was the whole freaking locker room. The guys that were training freaking hated him. He could make friends with freaking the guys he was working with, and he believed his own shit. That was the problem. He believed his own shit, and that's why Rob had to set him straight. Because Paul builds him up to be this like monster, fucking beating freaking everybody. You know what I mean? He believed his own shit, and I think he'll tell you that today.
Yeah, he's a kind of admitted like all that kind of stuff.
It's such a crazy business because you're taught, you have to believe in yourself so much. You're going to be the one guy out of 100 in your class that's going to fucking make it. You're the best in the world. You got to really get all that in your head. But then once you're actually across that threshold, then it's like you got to learn to dial it back a little bit. Mm-hmm. Turn it on when you need to, otherwise keep it off, and otherwise you believe in your own shit.
Here I'll give you a perfect story. Bam Bam Bigelow freaking getting schooled by Andre the Giant when Bigelow was a little bit too big for his britches.
Oh,
Andre abused him in a match.
Really?
Straight abused him. Yeah.
Wow.
I saw it, but Bam Bam told me about it when me and him were on the road, like back in the day in the 90s. Mm-hmm. And then I just saw it recently, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, my guy.
That changed my attitude.
Wow.
Like Big John, Andre and Big John Studd. He used to abuse freaking Studd because he didn't like him. And he thought he was an asshole.
Right.
You call your boss, but hey, boss, kick your ass in the ring, dude. That's the way it was though back then. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It can't possibly be that way now, but it's just interesting to.
Here's a question from Kyle Z. Hey guys, Sandman, could you please tell us about the time RVD hit you the hardest?
What are you kidding me? I remember like it happened 8 minutes ago.
Right.
Right. It's the spot. It's the spot where you could do a zillion things before it, right? But Rob will go up to the top rope and he'll hit you with that flying kick, right?
Right.
So I'm working with him it's a long weekend too. It was like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, maybe Sunday. I'm like, oh Jesus. First night, I feed up and we're working on. We might be like in Massachusetts or something. So we're working in like a 16-foot bump ring. You know what I mean? I don't even feed up to the halfway to halfway in the ring. Boom! Freaking, you see the stars, everything.
Sorry,
we have the match. We have the match the next night. I'm like, all right, I am feeding nowhere close to this thing right now. So when I take the bump, I'm over halfway on a diagonal. Bam!
Yeah.
cracked me again. I'm
I
like,
adjusted.
ah! Third night, I didn't feed up for shit. I rolled out. I rolled out. He had to get off the top rope. I'm like, nah, dude. But that's how it was, and that was fine, though. You know what I'm saying? Because we weren't tight.
Right. Well,
We wore tights.
He's not fucking killing me, and he's hitting you in the right spot too. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to fucking hit the guy in the right spot.
Yeah.
Do you remember I think we were in Ohio, and I was my music hit for me to do a run-in on you. You were in the ring, and I was way outside with Joe C. We were passing around a doobie, and someone said to me, you know, they walked out there, dude, I think your music was playing. And I was like, no, I still got time. They were like, you sure? It's like, yeah.
Been there, done that.
Dude, smoking for a couple of minutes and shit. And someone else said, dude, your music's playing in there. I go, are you sure? Fuck. And then I had like so far to go. It was like across 2 long parking lots. Open up the door, and then there's a huge gymnasium that's empty, completely empty, that I got to run all the way across, open that up into the section. And when I finally ran in there, and I don't know what we did, but I remember afterwards, you said it was so long that like you started laughing, and then it wasn't funny anymore. And you're waiting, and then it got funny.
Yeah, 7 minutes in, you're like, dude.
Do you remember that time?
No.
Fair enough.
And you think I would, as long as it was, but dude, that's why I can't write a book, dude. I have no memory whatsoever.
What's up, gang? It's Dominic D'Angelo of One of a Kind with RVD. And I have a special unboxing here today. One I'm very excited about if you're a video gamer like I am. I'm horrible at video games now. I used to be pretty okay at them, but now I'm really bad. But I still love playing them. And I just opened a new Turtle Beach headset. The Stealth 700. All right. Ooh, man. Yeah, that cancels everything out. Very comfortable on my head. And I can just only imagine what the audio quality is going to be like. I feel like a fighter pilot. I feel like Tom Cruise in Top Gun. But whatever you play, you can engage and chat, talk some trash. I usually don't talk trash because I'm horrible and I always lose at Fortnite. So, but what you can do too is use promo code RVD. Use the link and use promo code RVD to get 10% off your order at turtlebeach.com. And you can feel good about your gaming experience. This is already elevating it. I'm pumped. I'm pumped to plug this in and try it out. And I'll give a further review in a later video. But go to turtlebeach.com, use promo code RVD, and get 10% off your order. All right, guys. See you later. Happy gaming. And yes, let's go Bucks.